Blothar, thank you for coming on the Podioslave podcast tonight. How you doing?
Don't mention it. I'm doing. I'm doing. I think I've already established with you that I'm doing miserable. Which is a permanent state of affairs.
So now all the listeners know that too.
Yeah, now they know it too. That's right. They weren't on board earlier when I was cursing you, so they couldn't hear it. But yes, I am. I'm in the middle of my evening, which means that, as usual, I'm trying really hard to work up a turd. It's taken about 4.5 hours. So that's going to be the height of my evening, is when I eventually rollerblade over to the toilet and drop that baby off.
Nice. Nice.
So by the time we finish this podcast, you'll be ready.
Yeah. Jesus, I hope that this isn't a 4.5 hour.
Well, if Nate has his way, it will be.
Yeah, Joe Rogan style. I mean, whatever. Figure it out.
So, Blothar, we were jogging the memory bank, trying to think of the first time we ever got exposed to GWAR, and we were all born in the '80s. We're young pups. And the first exposure was Beavis and Butthead, the Jack the World video off This Toilet Earth. You obviously remember that.
I do. I've exposed myself to a lot of very young people. It's true. But Beavis and Butthead, they really spread the word. Real Johnny Appleseeds of GWAR there.
Yeah, and like that was for our generation. We were like, super influential for us, whether it was, the topics they were talking about or the music, and that was huge for us. I mean, I assume you guys felt that benefit.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, anytime you're on MTV back in the day when MTV was something more than what it is now, it was useful, very useful, yes. And it made perfect sense for GWAR to be Beavis and Butthead's favorite band, and Mike Judge had come out to some performances, and we've seen and talked to him. We're trying to get him to do a shock rock Tales from the Tour Bus. I think that would be great.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but the truth of the matter is that it's way less shocking than the country guys. What are we going to do and compare with George Jones and his IQ of 64?
Very true. Very true. So yeah, it was, we're 11 years old watching Beavis and Butthead, and to see you guys come onto the screen like that and be like, holy shit. And I'm sure I just stepped into another one right here, but holy shit, what is this? And how do I find more of it?
Yeah. I mean, it was great. And then they put us in the video game, which was,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then I made the mistake of buying the video game. Why would I don't know why I had to buy it when I'm in it.
True.
And then I could never even get to the point where you see GWAR. It's a really hard game, at least for me.
Very hard, yeah.
You have very low skills at a lot of things.
Are you still seeing royalty checks from that game or no?
I don't think we ever saw any royalty checks from that game. It was, probably the only thing that we made was publishing from, we didn't have big dicks to swing back then. We were, that might be why they put us on there in the first place.
Yeah.
But we had low expectations, let's just say. Mm-hmm. But we had, I guess we get paid from publishing for whatever ridiculous video game version of our song is in there. But that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it's equivalent to like a Spotify spin now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Nothing.
Pennies. Yeah,
we
fractions
pay
of pennies.
Yeah, you have to buy it still.
Yeah, we get a bill at the end of each month.
Yeah.